Isa ibn Maryam, now he comes the way in it, they left him. The whole story stopped when this here. No one knows what happened until some of them starts plotting to kill Maryam in Palestine and her baby. And Allah mentioned, and then she conceived the baby, and she's a human being. فأجاها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة. She went to the tree, the palm tree. Again, the ulama, they say هزي إليك بجذع النخلة, that the birth of Jesus was not on the winter. It was in the summer, where the date. There is no date on January and December. The date, even in the Bible, there is a proof that when Maryam, she gave the birth to Isa alayhi salam, it was not on the winter, it was in the summer. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned this in the Quran by saying, shake the palm tree and the date will come down to you. فَكُلِي وَاشْرَبِي وَقَرِّ عَيْنَا. Eat and drink and have a cool of the eye. فَنَادَاهَا مِن تَحْتِهَا أَلَّا تَحْزَنِي. From underneath, Isa alayhi salam spoke again to her. He said, don't worry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala قَدْ جَعَلَ تَحْتَكِ سَرِيًّا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made me under you. And so on and so on. But when she gave the ulama, they say she gave a normal birth to Isa, 9 months. Some people, they keep saying, but the right and the majority, they say the birth, the conceiving from Jibreel alayhi salam, he blows on her chest. And she conceived the baby. No touch, nobody. Jibreel did not touch, nothing. Malaika, it's different creatures. Human beings, different creatures. But she conceived, she became pregnant without any intervention of a male, nothing. Now she become pregnant, 9 months, she brings the baby. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, do not speak when you see the people. How are you going to talk to them? Don't convince them. I will convince them, not you. She didn't even know what's going to happen. Look what happened. When she came with the baby in her hand, in Surah Maryam, Isma'u, my beloved brother, he said, ماذا قال عيسى في المهد. When he was a baby, just 1 hour or 2-3 hours old, he says, فَأَشَارَتْ إِلَيْهِ. Because Allah said, don't speak. Allah revealed to Maryam, when you go to people, do not speak, do not convince them. No, this is from Allah. Sometimes when you see somebody, just وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. When somebody is not going to understand, just say peace be unto you. So she أشارت إليه, she pointed the finger onto him. قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهدي صبيا. How are you going to speak? How are we going to speak to somebody on the cradle? فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهدي صبيا. قال إني عبد الله. قال, he say, I am the servants of Allah. آتاني الكتاب. We're gonna see how many words. Isa alayhi, the ulama, they say 10. Okay, we're going to try to count them. Let's count them together. قال إني, number 1, he says, إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب. Number 2, وجعلني نبيا. نبيا means he gives me the book and he made me a prophet. وجعلني مباركا. Number 4, somebody count. أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة. He advised me to do salah, command me to do salah. Look at the value of salah. Isa alayhi salam never missed his prayer. In the Bible, there is a verse that says, someone saw Jesus making salah. And he says, and Jesus went a little further. He put his forehead in the ground and prayed. Who prayed like Jesus? Muslims or the Christians? Muslims. So we are more Christians based on what they think than them. We are more deserving of Jesus, peace be upon him, than anyone in the world. We as Muslims, the true followers of Isa alayhi salam, based on the discipline of, he says, and the teaching. أمرني بالصلاة وأوصاني بالصلاة. And then was zakat, to give on. Look at zakat and salat is not only in the Sharia of Muhammad. ما دمت حيا. How many now we have? وبرا بوالدتي. I am dutiful to my mother. This is my mother. Subhanallah. ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا. والسلام علي. Another one. سلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the day when I was, peace be unto me, the day when I born, the day when I was going to be resurrected. And then he says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, ذلك عيسى ibn Maryam. This is Isa ibn Maryam. Isa ibn Maryam, Now, the Banu Israel, they was thinking, waiting for a king. Isa ibn Maryam, now he comes the way they left him. The whole story stopped when this here. No one knows what happened. Until some of them starts plotting to kill Maryam in Palestine and her baby. What she did, she ran away to Egypt. And you can see today, some ulama, they connect this. I heard Brother Umar Sulaiman, he was connecting what the mother of Jesus, peace be upon him, with her baby on her hand, running from Banu Israel at that time. They want to kill her and her baby, and she went to Egypt, versus what happened today in Palestine, where the mothers and children are being bombed and killed, and they try to run to Egypt. They try to run from Palestine to Egypt. It happens, look how many, 2,000 years, 3,000 years ago, to Maryam and her baby. She ran. She came back when Isa alayhi salam was a young man. Starts preaching. When he starts preaching, Banu Israel didn't like this preaching about him. They plotted to kill him. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, whenever there is a prophet that comes to them, that it's not with their hawa, not with their mentality, they want to kill him. فَرِيقًا تَقْتُلُونَ وَفَرِيقًا Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, تُكَذِّبُونَ. You belie group of them and you kill group of them. So they want to kill Isa. How to do this? They went to the Roman. The Roman pagan, they was in charge of Palestine at that time. Roman pagan, the leader, they went to him. Again, same technique. All it happens again and again. They say, this man, he wants to take your kingdom. He wants to take your government down. Isa alayhi salam, he was not like that. They wanted to take the kingdom. They wanted to take the power. Isa alayhi salam was telling them, you are doing wrong. You believe in Allah. This is what, wallah, when I looked at Tahleel and what Isa was doing at that time, he was preaching the day of judgment. He's preaching the day of akhirah. The Banu Israel, they didn't like this. They want money. They want power. They want the government. But they flipped the whole thing, and I'm almost close. They flip the whole thing, and that's what the tyrant they do. They say, you want to take the government? Who says I want to take something? I was preaching about Allah. But they flip it on you. Oh, you want to steal my money? You come, like Fir'aun, what he says to Musa is the same thing. He said, you came to change the religion of the people. You come to make corruption. This is Fir'aun telling Musa, you come to corrupt the people. You come to steal. You come to take the power. He said, no, I was just telling you about Allah. See how they did to Isa alayhi salam. Now, when the news reached the paganism of a Roman at that time, they was not Christian, they was not Jew, they was just pagan at that time. Oh, someone is going to take my government. They send the people. Isa alayhi salam at that time was what age? Because he did preach until he reached 33 years old. He's still a young man, preaching in the house. He has 12 disciples, Al-Hawariyun. Allah mentioned about Al-Hawariyin, which is the Ansar. The ones who give victory to anyone, it calls Hawari.